Hello there, welcome to Jade Between Pages. I'm Jade, somewhere between pages in the warmth of ink and quiet. Let's see what today's thoughts whisper. I was thinking the other day about beginnings. Not the kind we announce, not the kind we prepare for, but the kind that arrive quietly, like the first light slipping through a window before you've fully woken up. The kind you only recognize when you're already inside them. There's a story I came across before when I was in college, titled The Bread of Salt by N.V.M. Gonzalez. At first, it felt simple, ordinary even, just an unnamed boy, a routine, a quiet kind of longing. But somehow, it stayed, not loudly, not in a way that demanded attention, but in the way certain things do, when they've already found a place in you, before you even realize it. And I think that's what the stories like his do. They don't overwhelm you, they don't try too hard, they just sit there, patient, observing, waiting for you to come back to them when you're finally ready to understand them differently. There's also this line that has been quietly echoing in my head by C.S. Lewis. We read to know we are not alone. Simple, almost too simple. But the more I sat with it, the more it unsettled me, in a quiet kind of way. Because when I think about all the things I've read, the stories, the poems, the characters that felt too real, I realized I wasn't just reading them. I was finding something, or maybe recognizing something that was already there. There are moments when a line feels like it was written specifically for you, like somehow, someone you've never met, from a time you've never lived in, understood something you couldn't quite explain yourself. And in that moment, the distance disappears. You're not just a reader anymore, you're part of something. I think that's what I've always loved about literature. Not just the stories themselves, but the way they reach into you without asking permission. The way they stay with you long after you've closed the book. The way they make you pause and wonder, have I felt this before? And maybe that's where everything begins. Not with understanding, not with clarity, but with recognition. I think that's also why I wanted to create this space, not to explain stories, not to analyze them the way I used to, but to sit with them, to let them exist alongside my thoughts, my own questions, my own quiet moments. Because not everything needs to be resolved. Not every thought needs to arrive somewhere. Sometimes it's enough to just let it be there, unfinished, unpolished, real. And maybe, if you're here, you'll find something too. Not something I give you, but something you recognize. A thought, a feeling, a quiet understanding you didn't realize you were carrying. Because maybe that line is right. Maybe we really do read to know we are not alone. And maybe we speak, we think out loud, we sit in spaces like this for the same reason. So this is the first page, not a beginning with answers, not a beginning with certainty, just a thought, a quiet one. And maybe that's enough. Until the next page turns, I'll be here somewhere between pages. This is Jade. Thank you.